looking at level 8 for Hypersquare. This one's time Distortions. We start in a main room. This level has 4 sub-levels. 4 rooms we visit. We'll start with the first one, Philadelphia Experiment. Jump over to this ship. Pretty cool area. There's a couple of levers we need to pull to access the lower deck of the ship. Three of these sub-levels we will pick up items. In this sub-level we'll pick up the clock without hands. So we'll pull the first lever. Jump over the banister to the next part of the ship. Pull this lever, get a cutscene, we'll just backflip, get down on the ground. So there's 3 levers down here. First thing we need to do is extinguish a fire. So we can get to the first switch. So we'll jump. As soon as she lands on the slope, you need to jump again to avoid fire. And we'll get to the first switch up here. Second switch is up this incline. Go up here, grab the pole, backflip. Here's the second one. So we got this third switch now. Let's see, there's the fire here. This part can be a little buggy. We're going to climb this ladder over here. And we'll start using the time flux specimen. We have these spikes. Need to jump up to this switch. Now supposedly this extinguishes the fire for a certain amount of time, so we can do like a speed run over there. Or a timed run. So kind of hard to maneuver here, but I need to get over here, use the time flux when the spikes are down, and you have like 30 seconds. So we'll walk up to these edges, run, grab, pull up, do the same thing here. And what I like to do here is back off right here. Pull up. Go ahead and save. Use the time flux again. And the fire is on, but you may have to do this once or twice to get it to work, but you can grab this jump switch even though the fire's on. That's the best I could do with that. So up here is where the cage is we're trying to open. And we have to trigger it. So what I do is go up to the cage. Get back down on the ground and run out this way, and it should trigger to open. There we go. And we can get the clock without hands. So back through the passage here, we're done in this area. That was October 28, 1943. Now we're headed to Egypt, 2800 BC. This area can be a little tricky. We're going to get the hourglass without sand. We're going to trigger that boulder to go through a time warp to the next area when we pick up the item. So we'll go up here and grab this key to the pyramid or the palace. Jump over the guard. And we'll use the key. There's a couple of mummies in here. Just passing by. Pretty cool though. And we're looking for this door. We're going to be using the time flux in here a lot. When the pillar's back, go ahead and use it. And we can get around these. get over to another switch. And we need to let the time flux clock run out. Hit this switch. And we'll head into the next area. We have these barriers we need to lift up so we can get to a switch above. So we'll hit this switch, hit the time flux, freeze it, freeze the barrier. Go up this incline, hit jump, backflip, and then grab up higher. And then get up to the front edge, run jump. Those glass cages I like to tap forward and then walk up to the edge, or sometimes you won't grab the next ledge right. Get this next door open. And let's do another puzzle here. So we have two barriers to raise and two glass cages. We'll save here. Hit the switch, hit the time flux. To freeze that barrier. Run over to this other one. Let the clock run out. Hit this switch. Hit the time flux again. And let's get across these barriers before they drop. Tap forward, then walk up, back up, run and jump. And we'll have just enough time to get over to the switch. And we'll open the door to the next area. So this room here, we have two barriers to raise, and we need to get to a jump switch to open an area in the floor so we can get underwater. So we'll hit the switch, hit the time flux. Get to this next switch. Same drill, let the timer run out. As soon as the timer runs out, we'll hit the time flux again. Hit the switch. So we need to get to this high step, walk up to the edge, back this way, run and jump, and get across these glass cages. Here we're running to a pole, so it's okay to run forward. Get this jump lever. Now we got a underwater lever that's going to open a door that's on a short timer, so what we need to do is swim back up and we'll save here and hit the time flux to freeze that door in position. We've got 30 seconds to get to it. Just swim down here, and here we go. On to the next area. There's a place we can swim up here. But it's kind of hard with these rockets. She likes to swim off to the side. Come on. There you go. So we'll catch our breath here. We need to swim through a couple of blade traps. We have a block here that goes up and down. We want to stop that block in the up position. Swim over this honk symbol in the floor and it'll stop them. Then we'll hit the time flux while that spike block is in the up position. Swim all the way down to the floor. Go under them and swim up in here. And we have another lever in here. So we have to let the clock run out. We'll hit the switch and hit the time flux again. And swim underneath. Ah, shoot. I got too close to the spikes. Let's try her again. We'll hit the time flux just to freeze them. Swim next to the wall. Those rockets will push you. The wrong way sometimes. Get under those spike blocks, get back up here. And we're almost done in here. Jump forward, grab, pull up. We can climb around this wall and up higher. And we'll get to a switch to let us out of the pyramid. And we'll get the clepsydra without sand, or the hourglass without sand. That will release that boulder into the next area we're headed to. It's going to go through time to a different dimension. All these different periods of time are right next to each other. Alright, so back to the main room. Let's see if we can find this area. Let's see what's here. Okay, here we go. This is Jakutia, Russia, 47,000 BC. And we're after the sundial without gnomon. And that's the third artifact we need to use at the Park of Wonders. We'll be heading there in just a minute. So we have an interesting thing here. We're fixing to come up to a buffalo. And we'll have a demigod come in here. Laura's not supposed to use her weapons here in this area to cause a time paradox. But the appearance of the demigod triggers her to fire her weapon, which will cause a paradox. So that's one of the big baselines for the story of this game. So let's keep that in mind. So we'll get up here, approach the buffalo, get a cutscene, and then we'll get a code from Seiko after this. So check it out.
What is he doing here in such an age? No, Lara, you can't use weapons in the West. Oh my God, Lara, what have you done? I hope this won't have any effect in the future.
I just found the code for the teapot in the upper Orani. Here it comes.
Alright, so we'll be referred to that event that just happened a few times during some cutscenes and the rest of the game. And let's go ahead and get this sundial. And we have all three things to place at the Park of Wonders. We're just skipping around time, different time dimensions to get things done. And like I said, the next two levels are going to be like this. We'll be visiting different points in time. And the Park of Wonders, this is a hyper uranium 2536 AC. And here's our different items. . So let's check the Park of Wonders out. Now it's got some cool designs in here. Colors. We're going to start off. Oh, this is the wrong spot here. This is Philadelphia. We've been here. Here we go. We're going to start off here. There's an eternal robot in here. We need to get over to this switch and pull it before he stabs us to death. Ouch. Go ahead and take a med pack here. And get over here and use the time flux. Freeze him in time so he'll get off our heels. And we'll get up higher. There's a trap door we need to open in the floor. So we'll get over here and pull this switch. And try to get back down on the floor. And let's see where this hatch is that opened. There we go. Drop down in here. Pull down this hatch. And we'll get over here. There's a place where we need to use the code at. The code that he just gave us. So we'll backflip, use the rockets. Get over to this jump switch. And we'll get over here, get catty cornered, side flip, use the rockets. And see if we can find this jump switch. We're just going to run off this corner right here. Press action. Jump to this skinny ledge here. Got these little circular tiles we need to jump to and walk forward all as far as you can. Jump to each one. Then side flip. Get in this cage. And see where this jump switch is. There it is. And we'll press in the code. It's going to be 4533. That's going to raise 3 receptacles back where the robot is. And we'll place those. It's going to raise a block back in the main room where we were able to choose the different sub levels. so we can get out of this level. So we'll pull up here, hit the time plugs, and we'll start with from the left side over, place these artifacts. And let's see if I can get this last one in before the robot attacks me. Oh no. Get away from me. Alright, back to the main room. We'll climb up here. Just go over to your left. There's a pole here we can swing on. Actually, what you want to do is get a full jump back and then step forward once. And then we're just going to jump forward and grab the pole and swing forward. And I'll get a save point here, but that's going to end the level there. I hope you enjoyed the video. That was Time Distortions. Next one is more Time Distortions, level 9. So, I'll catch you on the next video, and hope you have a great day. Take it easy.